right, man, a lot of fans are done with Jameson Williams. You see people say they should trade him. It's time to move on, and stuff of that nature. But let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. And I think a lot of people, man, they ready to move on from Jameson Williams. Now, I think the issue is this. I kind of feel like it's a Golden State Warriors type of issue, and I'm gonna explain that analogy in a minute. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And what I mean by the Warriors analogy is kind of like how the Warriors had problems implementing James Wiseman, Jonathan Kuminga, and Moody to a team that had championship aspirations, and they didn't want to take a few steps back to make sure they took a bunch of steps forward, for their future, which was stupid. And one thing I tell you about males, the reason why you don't have a lot of male teachers or men that are teachers is because men don't have the patience. They want you to be able to catch on, do it now. And I think that's why Deion Sanders is such a great coach, is because Deion Sanders has a lot of patience. He has a lot of patience. And that's not a trait that a lot of males have, a lot of men have. They don't have a lot of patience. And the thing with Jameson Williams, the Lions are in a win-now situation with guys that's proven commodities at receivers. They very much comfortable with Khalif Raymond. They very much comfortable with, what's the other kid, St. Brown. They very much comfortable with Josh Reynolds. So they really don't want to implement him into the offense. And in practice, he probably dropping the ball. And I was talking to my boy Greg. He was saying that ain't, because I asked him what happened in the game, because I only seen the highlights. And he told me that it looked pretty bad. And some couple of the balls was uncatchable or whatever. And, but one thing about it is, he was saying that wasn't the same Jameson Williams that was Alabama. He not the same player. But you got to remember, it was a reason why Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba, and Garrett Wilson started over him at Ohio State. And he had one really good year at Alabama. People forget that. He had one really good year at Alabama, and that was it. Other than that, he didn't have a career. He didn't have a career. He had one really good year at Alabama. So, could that be a situation coming off an injury? There's a lot of questions to be had there. And I was listening to Braylon Edwards on Woodward Sports yesterday. He said they trying to really just duplicate what he did well at Alabama, running an over route and putting him on a bunch of over routes. But I think at this point, there's only one remedy, and the remedy is just to put him out there, start him, target him about 10 to 15 times, especially since your schedule getting a little bit softer, at least on paper it is, and see what happens. I think he's not getting the opportunity to get into the flow, and obviously him and Jared Goff don't have a rapport. No matter how much they try, how much they work out together, no matter how much they sit together, they don't have a rapport. And what people won't say is a lot of balls that Jared Goff throw his way, they're not accurate. They're not accurate balls. And him and Jared Goff just don't feng shui. And at the end of the day, Jared Goff is a really good quarterback. So at the end of the day, you can continue to hope and wish that Jameson Williams and Jared Goff figure it out. But at this point in time, it don't look like it's going to happen. And what they putting them on is hitches, deep comebacks, and deep routes, and that over route, which is a deep route. So, like I continue to say, man, I think the only thing left to do, to be quite honest, is to start him and start him and give him real life snaps. And with these real life snaps, if he don't catch the ball, he don't get open. Even that ball he caught versus Tampa Bay, he barely caught that. He alligator armed that catch. He barely caught that ball. Nobody talk about that. He caught that with his chest. Which, it was hard to catch with your hands when you got a DB draped all over you, but he caught that with his chest. So I think that's the only thing to do is just throw him in the fire and see what he got. And at the end of the day, Marvin Jones Jr. getting a bunch of snaps and he ain't doing shit regardless neither. his most famous thing he did was fumble. So put him out there, start him at the number 2 receiver, and see. That's the only thing you can do. And if he don't do it, then I mean, you can continue to wait and see if he get it. I mean, how many 5th receivers gonna be better than Jameson Williams? You know, people pointing out, well, Jordan Addison already better than him, and my whole thing was this. Me and B. Taylor had the same thoughts. They should have just stayed down there, took somebody at the end of the first round, then came back in the beginning of the second. You could have took Christian Watson or George Pickens. I don't understand why they didn't want to take George Pickens. At least he would have been healthy and ready to rock and roll. But you know, Brad Holmes, he got excited about the athletic ability and the speed of Jameson Williams. And you know what nobody else gonna talk about too, and I'm gonna talk about this too, is the Bama boys on Detroit Lions, man. They ain't shit. Jahmyr Gibbs, you know, and once again, you know, Jahmyr Gibbs played at Georgia Tech. He got 1 year at Alabama. He had 1 year at Alabama. And Atlanta Falcons under investigation for holding Bijan Robinson out. Sound like they trying to, you know, I don't know what it is. He won an injury report. Sound like they trying to, you know, shade points or something. So they under investigation, but you can look that up. But yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs ain't looking too good neither, bro. They better stop drafting Alabama. Judy garbage. Remember D. Milliner was garbage. There's a couple guys they got that was garbage in the league. Trevor Richardson was garbage. There's another guy that's out here that's trash. So, you know, it's a couple of these dudes out here that's straight garbage. But Jameson Williams, the only play left to do is to throw him off the deep end. That's the only thing left. That's the only thing left to do is just throw him out there and start him. And see what he got. That's the only thing I can say is to see what he got. Is to see what he got. That's it. That's it. You know, but a lot of people is ready to wash their hands with JMO. A lot of people is ready to wash their hands with Jameson Williams. And the Lions luck drafting receivers in the first, bad luck drafting receivers in the first round, it continues. I know somebody on Twitter said, oh, he remind me of Titus Young. No, Titus Young can play. Remember, he was balling, then he went crazy. And Jameson Williams look horrible. It don't look like nothing from the kids you seen in Alabama. Nothing. You know, and this is why, you know, you don't take damaged goods. They take a physically damaged player, but won't take a chance on the guy who made a couple character mistakes, which everybody in that locker room made character mistakes. It just ain't been caught. Don't make no sense to me, but I said with Jameson, man, I don't know. Maybe they need a sports psychologist. You know, Ben Johnson supposed to be this great offensive coordinator. He can't figure it out. They can't figure it out. You know? They can't figure it out. So, I don't know, man. But, hey, man, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $, CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Peace.